Hello everyone, this is PC Death Gamer and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. Last we left off, of course, well, Rena decided to come and visit us and started making comments about making dinner. And she's still outside our door right now with the latch locked, so who knows what hell happened here. So I had to take a drink real quick. I'm quite grateful, but dinner will be ready pretty soon. Huh? Is that so? Is that so? I knew you went through all the effort and everything, but, well, unable to think of a good way to refuse, my words trailed off weakly. So this could work as side dishes, I think. I'm sorry, we have more than enough already. My mom always makes quite a few sides, so... Huh? You have side dishes? With a smile that bordered on a cringe, I dodged her questions apologetically, but the feeling I tried to ignore began creeping up my back again. I spoke as if my mom was setting down dinner right now, but it didn't mesh well with what Rena was saying. Rena was talking as if she was aware of some obvious fact about that. I was aware of it as well. So, Kate, she can cook. What did you make, I wonder? No, well, it's not that Rena had assumed out of nowhere that I had made the dishes. No, that's so much that I made them, but rather that my mom hadn't. Did you really make them? The side dishes? Did you, Keiichi? It wasn't me who made them. My mom did. No, she's making them right now. So you see, I'm sorry, but I can't eat what you brought. Rena felt silent at that moment. That moment, I felt that the light had suddenly disappeared from her eyes. How about I try guessing what Keiichi's dinner will be? It doesn't matter what I'm going to eat. Let's see. The conversation might appear natural at first glance, but Rena was firmly in control. It felt like I was being interrogated. Your dinner, I wonder, is this something that can be made with just hot water? Hey, now stop with the insults. Can't believe you belittle my mom's extravagant dinner like that. Tickets sold out, full capacity already. It's amazing. Tried my best to put on a strong front, but I couldn't grip my teeth quite right. So instead, I looked like someone who was borderline hysterical. But Rena showed no reaction whatsoever, even to the silliness. Keiichi, did your mother really leave you dinner? You see, she didn't leave me dinner. She's making it right now. It's almost time for dinner. Rena had taken that assertion of mine that my mother was home and making dinner right now, and was completely ignoring it. I could tell that the more I panicked, the colder Rena became. Hey, Keiichi. At that moment, an uncomfortable chill crept in from the gap in the window. Is your mom home? I wonder. I couldn't even keep up this charade anymore. Rena, she knew full well that my parents weren't home, but I'd come too far to admit that now. Anyway, my parents were here and were having dinner soon. Was the situation I had coincided. So I answered. I told her she was here. She's here, of course. I could feel the humidity drying out from the surrounding air. Rena's eyes were becoming even more frigid, piercing me with their gelid glare. Ah, shit. Why? Huh? What do you mean? I tried acting casual, but that facade was torn off me the instant I looked into Rena's eyes. That look informed me that of Rena's response faster than she could open her mouth. Why have you been lying to me? I wonder. I'm not lying. That's a lie, isn't it? It's not a lie. Lies! Rena's outburst sent a jolt surging through my body. Her and I were still separated by what few inches slightly ajar. But still chained door could afford. But despite that, I was still being cornered. My house, which I considered a safe haven until now, has become more like a dark alleyway where no one could save me. Should I guess your dinner, Keiichi? Let's see. I knew now that Rena had already known that my parents would not be home tonight. Would not be here tonight. God damn it. But it was still so strange that I had come to this. Even if she somehow knew that my parents were home, there was no way she should be able to guess what I'm eating. Burns says she guessed. How could she guess it? How could she know it was instant cup noodles? That's right, isn't it? That I was going to eat. Wait, the cooking grandpa of a man who can't do housework is probably nothing but cup noodles after all. Looking at this strategically, it was the most probable answer. That didn't mean she was guessing. I don't think you'll be filled with just noodles. I think having rice and stuff will definitely hit the spot. Calm down, Keiichi, my bra. This is just a coincidence. Rena was just reading certain tales of mine. So the fact that she was inferring that I was thinking alarmed me. But it wasn't as if she was actually reading my mind. If it was being read, then she was a demon. No, not a demon. Things like that, they couldn't possibly exist. Do you like them? Do you mean noodles? No. And it indicated that the point of my answer was addressing that was wrong. Her rebuttal was so short that I momentarily didn't understand the words Rena had spoken. Sorry, Rena? What did you just say now? Huh? About what? Just now you asked me if there was something that I liked, didn't you? It wasn't long before I regretted how carelessly I pushed forward with that question. With such a simple answer. That was why I wasn't able to comprehend it. Uh-oh. Pork bone and ginger flavor. What? I wondered how I appeared at the moment. In the moments my mind went completely blank, until the moment I was able to recover. As my field of view began to distort, slowly swirling in a counterclockwise direction, I lost all sense of my. Why do you know that? I didn't even deny it. That was the type of frenzied state I was in. How could Rena know even this? Not even caring, as I mashed my head against the door, I fixated my gaze on Rena. But she didn't even flinch when she saw me do that. I certainly did buy them. I bought a bunch at once. I bought a whole case. How could you know that? Sorry about that. I had uninvited guests. Why, I wonder? Quite strange, isn't it? Isn't it? How could you dodge a question at a time like this? The chain doors suddenly were no longer protecting me. How do you know? Why do you know? Answer me. You bought them at 7th Mart, didn't you? A shiver ran down my spine. I tried covering it up with anger to say, like I said, why do you know that? I was behind you, following you the whole time. What are you saying? I couldn't understand why she was saying she'd been following me all this time. That's because Rena was right behind. Keiichi's back the whole time. Like that night? That night I was absorbed in my phone conversation with Oshi. I didn't even sense her being there, standing behind the door, behind me, standing there, just like that. When Keiichi was picking out the news, I saw while I was watching the entire time. You picked out so many different flavors, didn't you? Then your mom got angry. If you're going to pick the expensive one, you should just pick one type, she said. Then Keiichi picked out that big box of pork bone and ginger flavor that you love so much, didn't he? I like it too. Pork bone noodles. But I can never eat a whole big box myself. My brain was paralyzed, dulling my senses. It might have been a defense mechanism to diminish the fear I was feeling to non-traumatizing levels. With the fear being diminished, the fog enveloping my mind was clearing away. Then I could understand what Rena was saying and started to put meaning behind her words. Even so, my fear hadn't subsided completely. It was like I was standing at the edge of a cliff, eyes closed. So I didn't have to look down. It didn't actually solve any of the basic problems. I slowly took a step backwards, and as I withdrew, Rena advanced. So Keiichi, can you open this? We can eat dinner together. Sure, it's gonna be delicious, so okay. Rena's pale, slender fingers murmured through the crack in the door, one at a time, as if they had mine own, rattling the chain. If she had unlatched the chain from the door, a feeling of terror would have been just exploded with me. But Rena didn't do that. She was simply imploring me to remove the chain. She was doing her hardest to light the fuse to the powder keg in my heart, trying again and again. Clatter, clatter. But it doesn't light. Open up, Keiichi. Snap. Please go away. I beg you, please go away. How can you say something so mean? I wonder. Please go away. Go away. Go away! Powder keg inside me finally went off. No smoldering, it just exploded. I tackled the door. The force through the door had knocked Rena momentarily off balance. Couldn't hesitate here. I grasped the doorknob with both hands, planted my feet firmly, and pulled with all my might. But that slamming sound I so desired didn't happen. It didn't happen. I could feel a tiny disturbing bit of resistance keeping the door from closing. And the source of it, that was Rena's fingers. Each of those fingers wriggling, scrambling around like the tendrils of a carnivorous plant through the crack in the doorway. It hurts, Keiichi, it hurts, ah! It wasn't a harsh shriek, but more of a yelp she was trying to keep back. Go away, go away, go away! Kept on pulling on the door with all my might. Wouldn't you be pushing? I don't know. Rena wouldn't be able to pull her fingers out, and that was why the door wasn't closing. Really hurts, Keiichi. I'm sorry if I was messing around too much. I didn't care one bit for her apology. No matter how much she apologized, it didn't change any of what she had done up until now. It didn't change anything. It hurts, I'm sorry. Go away, go away, go away! Rena couldn't leave him if she wanted to because I trapped her fingers. Rena's right fingers had become deep red and were no longer even squirming. I'm sorry. Go away, go away, go away! I'm sorry. Rena's apologies were occasionally twisted with pain, but like a broken record, she was intent on repeating it over and over. Go away, go away, go away! Stop it! I pulled on the door even harder. Finally, Rena's fingers were somehow able to slip out from their imprisonment in the doorway. The moment that happened, the door closed soundly, and I could hear a thud of Rena falling on her butt on the other side. I locked the door immediately, made a loud clang, voicing my rejection to Rena. I'm sorry. Keiichi, kid, I'm sorry. Open up, Keiichi. Rena leaned against the door, apologizing profusely and nothing else. After confirming that I was sufficiently sealed off from her, I trudged away from the entranceway. On the other side, I could still hear Rena echoing her apology. I'm sorry. Those pitiful words, they would be forever seeking my forgiveness. I didn't feel bad about this at all, but that wasn't out of any sort of malice. I felt a sort of hazy sense of relief that I was able to escape from Rena. Before Mion had threatened me at this doorway, saying there was nothing she didn't know. And just now, at the same place, Rena told me the same thing. My feeble attempt to disguise the fact that my parents weren't home had served no purpose from the start. I should have just pretended to be out and not even opened the door. My meager plans hadn't helped at all. In town, it was impossible to outwit them. Even though I was on the other side of the door, I wanted to get as far away from Rena as possible. 1 step, 2 steps. With each one, her sniveling apologies became more distant. I sprinted up the stairs and dove into my room. As you would expect, I was finally no longer able to hear Rena repeating her endless apology. Diving into my bed, I was startled by the hard lump I felt. There was something in my bed. It was the receiver. Finally remembered. Not the bat. I was in the middle of the call with Oishi. Looking at the clock, apparently not much time had passed since I went downstairs. Could it be that my clock had run out of batteries? I had talked to Rena for so long. How did almost no time pass? But the hand on the clock was ticking forward 1 second every second, as usual. So I put the still warm receiver to my ear. Time, which felt frozen, began moving once again. Hello, Oishi? Sorry to keep you waiting. No, I didn't wait that long. It became apparent that the amount of time that had passed between me and Oishi was different. Over the phone, I could hear a static voice from the sports program or something. drove home just how far away Oishi really was. Rena came just now. Did she come to play? I wasn't confident I could clearly explain the situation to Oishi, but I didn't need to right now. Right now I needed to know about Rena. That's right, I was planning to ask Oishi more about Rena, but Rena's little visit had interrupted the conversation. That was true, and what was true and what was false I couldn't tell. The one thing I knew was the single grim reality that Rena was suspicious. I might be able to figure something out if I asked Oishi about her. But until now, I had regretted it. Whenever I forced myself to ask about things that I was better off not knowing. That way. But looking at it that way, you could say I'd hit rock bottom. There was no possible way I could feel any more regret than I did now. No, I wanted to know if there was anything beyond this I would regret more. Forget about tomorrow. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility for something to happen tonight. I wanted to know everything I could. I was absolutely not going to die like this. Not without knowing anything. I definitely won't. Regarding Rena, I did a bit of digging. Yeah, well, it wasn't much. I understood that Oishi was talking in circles. Bit meant I dug so deep it'd be hard to discuss with you since you're her friend. I want to know everything from your research. I don't think you'll be interested in what I have to say though. Oishi? I spoke as calmly as possible to Oishi, who was continuing to avoid the issue. Then I said it. I think Rena is suspicious. Even if the past incidents were from Oishi, Rena is involved. Do you have some sort of proof that makes you believe Rena is suspicious? The manner in which Oishi spoke became very firm. Do you have any sort of proof? That was him talking as a detective. I only have circumstantial evidence. I see. I could tell even over the phone how disappointed Oishi was. Pulling on the fishing line when he felt a bite, only to reel in the bait. Disappointed but ready to cast the line once more. That's how it seemed. Oishi, you cannot do anything without physical proof, can you? What I meant was you can't come and say me without proof. I stuck that barb in there. As always, she loved roundabout ways of saying things. He understood me just fine. It's fine, Aurora. I'll protect you. That was not the least bit reassuring. Oishi was just using me to continue his investigation. I was just going to get killed and my corpse would be an important piece of evidence. That was all I was to him. Whether I'm alive or dead may be of no concern to your investigation, but it's all over for me when I die. Oishi went silent on the other end of the line. That may have been too blunt, but I didn't care. All I needed to relate to Oishi was that I was certain. Currently in a very dangerous position, so please tell me about Rena. She transferred out, not far in the future. Not too far in the future. I'll probably also do what Rena calls transferring out as well. But she won't be able to find my corpse. You haven't even been able to find Sachishi's body yet. Alright, my brother, please come down. I was already suppressing my agitation even without Oishi having to tell me. It wouldn't solve anything if I continued to scream about my mistrust in the police. It would seem that I could only depend on myself. So she left behind to protect myself. And then I at least wanted to know about what happened before Rena transferred schools. You're aware that this won't be very interesting, right? Oh, she realized my resolve couldn't be swayed, finally caved. Right now, to me, there's nothing that I'll find uninteresting. Please, there are a few things I need you to agree to, okay? Please keep this confidential. Also, part of this may be speculation. Not all of it may be true. Are you still interested? It might not be true? I don't understand what you mean. There isn't one main investigation for the mysterious chain of death in town. Each one is treated as its own individual case. Thus, Rena Ragu has never been linked to any of the investigations. Basically, you see, this is an investigation Rena done by the police. It's a personal inquiry, is what you're telling me. That'll make things a lot quicker since you understand. This will make things. Ugh. All of it is from either phone calls or meetings or interviews, so they aren't correlated. I'm asking you to take this all with a grain of salt. That's what I mean. Do we have an agreement? All of it is just from what you heard? Yes, my apologies. It's all my personal investigation, you see. That thing before you said you saw Rena's chart, didn't you? I'm sure I heard you say that. Okay, she paused for a moment on the other end of the line. I told you that too. Please pretend you didn't hear anything about that. I didn't care about she having certain obligations and responsibilities. I also didn't care if there was no proof. Even if they were just rumors, there's no smoke without fire after all. Please tell me, Oshi. Understood. Oshi finally opened those tight lips of his. Seemed Rena lived in town a long time ago. She had moved to Urabi Prefecture, Ibuki, after she finished elementary school. Then following that, right after transferring, an unfortunate incident with the breaking of the school windows happened. Then Rena confided to the doctor it was Higurashi. This was all that he knew. There isn't much difference between what I know and what you know, Mabara. Then what part did you investigate further? I didn't need to ask. It was the incident that happened just after she transferred. The incident Rena was responsible for, and what she advised to the doctor afterwards, correct? Yes. After you learned about that, you started suspecting Rena and understand you. Yes, I did suspect them. Such are ones after all. No, that's not what I meant by suspect them. Huh? Oh, she was the type of person to say things with confidence, but these particular words were less than reassuring. Then who did you expect? And that was it. Higurashi. Huh? That Higurashi's curse really exists. Yeah, right. Well, she laughed was quite dry, certainly not the kind that would make you want to join in. She resumed the conversation about the deliberate circumstances behind Satoshi's disappearance. Anyway, we're going to leave this episode here. We'll continue on with Oishi's story and investigation on Rena and the others. In the next episode, if y'all did like this episode or any part of the series, please leave a like or a comment below. Anyway, this is PC Death Gamer. As always, hope you enjoyed. Keep playing on. See yas.